I saw a comic strip on Facebook for you guys.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. We have a comic coming out. You know, we have so many things going on. It's very difficult to get one thing done as fast as possible. But we have a comic coming out, and it's one of the things we're going to be giving out in schools to the kids. You know, they read these comics. You know, a lot of them very, you know, bad stuff going on here and there. But we're trying to teach the kids that, you know, you can do the right thing and still be tough. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Whatever happened to, like, you know, like cheering for the good guy?
Exactly.
You know, you see people like Scarface and things like that. You know,
I know.
Scarface wasn't a good guy.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. You guys see.
You know, what about rooting for a guy like Bill Gates or guys that smart? Those are the guys that are going to make things change. You want to see real tough guys that work thousands of hours on things to make things better. You know.
Exactly. See, I think of you guys pretty much as Robin Hoods. You're out there doing what you can for people. You don't ask for anything in return because you just want to do it.
We went to the car show last year, right? And it was funny. Not last year, the year before. And we walked in, and the movie The A-Team was coming out.
Oh.
And we saw the A-Team truck, the van.
Yeah.
So I walk up, and I'm like, I'm not paying attention. The things you're not supposed to go past. I walk right past it. And the big man walks in, Johnny. We're looking at the van, and one of the guards run up and go, "Yo, guys, you can't be here." And one of the producers from the A-Team was there, and he was like, "These guys can do whatever the fuck they want. Leave them alone." And then he started showing us the truck. And he's showing us the truck, and we're looking around and stuff like that. And he goes, "Man, I wish I could have got in touch with you guys when we had the premiere for the A-Team." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because you guys are the real A-Team."
Wow.
You know, not with your military. Some of our guys are military personnel, but he was like, you know, you guys are like the real A-Team. Like, you're always being accused of all this crap, like gangster stuff and motorcycle gangs, and you know, that's what when people look at us, that's what they assume. You know, when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself.
Yeah.
But that's what they assume when they say all these bad things about us because they don't even know us. They just look at us and they say all these bad things. He goes, but if somebody's in trouble and they can find you, and they can contact you, you're going to go help them. And, you know, you're going to not even charge them. You know what I mean? You're going to go help them. And you guys are tough guys and this, that, and the other. So whatever you want to do, you want to sit in the van, do whatever the hell you want to do. Just don't drive it out of here. So we were hanging out in the van for a while. Took a lot of pictures and stuff like that. But it was really cool for the day, you know. You got good days, and then the rest of the year sucks. But it is what it is.
If anything, I mean...
That's what you see on the back of our shirts, Alpha Dogs. All the members have an Alpha Dog shirt. And what does the A-Team stand for? Alpha Team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So same difference, you know what I mean? But, you know, when you send the A-Team and the Alpha Team, that's what A-Team means, Alpha Team.
Well,
so we're like the rescue Alpha Team.
Oh, you guys are definitely that. You're the real McCoy in that sense. You really are. And Lord knows, I, as well as many other people out there, are very grateful for what it is that you guys do. I honestly...
Listen, there's some people that write bad stuff about us. There's always...
That's because they're unhappy with their own lives. They're unhappy...
No, it might be somebody we busted before. Like, there was this rescue group that had these dogs living in filth, and we went there, and we took
I
pictures
believe you guys mentioned that. It was in Far Rockaway, right?
Yeah, it was a bad situation. And we never mentioned their names. We never mentioned the owner's name. We never mentioned anything. We never mentioned a thing. We just said, we spoke to the owner, and we said, there's three options. Either you sign the dogs over, or you clean it up. Option number three is there's going to be trouble. There's health violations here. There's building code violations here. There's fire department violations here. We're going to start calling everybody and bringing them down here. So we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. He was like, listen, I like my dogs. I'm going to clean it up. I said, listen, we're going to come back tomorrow and make sure you start cleaning it up. So we got some phone calls from these people who started yelling, screaming, threatening us, whatever. And I was like,
listen, it's because...
you're nuts. You're nuts. Young and screaming at me, threatening me. You're nuts. Forget it. Goodbye. So I went back there the next day and took pictures, and they were cleaning it up. And the owner told me, he goes, you know, us in this rescue group are cleaning it up. I said, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about out of rescue group, clean it up. She went back and took pictures. Now, the thing is that we had problems with that we told the owner really weren't getting fixed either. They moved the dogs to the back, and we said that, the owner and the group have moved the dogs to the back, and they've cleaned up, but we're going to continue to watch. Mm-hmm. And they had this garbage pail with a hole cut out on the bottom, and they were just putting food in the garbage pail, and as the dogs would eat, the food would fall out onto the floor, and the dogs were defecating and urinating exactly where they were eating, which is very bad, and the food was falling out on the floor, which brings a lot of rodents, a health code violation, because nobody's, watching where the food's going, so the rats and rodents and everything else would be eating the food as well, and the dogs would have to compete with these things, because the dogs are in a confined area. So rats and rodents and everything would come in and go at will. Another problem with this is the dogs just eat until they get bloat, and if they get bloat, they could die, Yeah. That's another problem. So we explained this to the owner, and I don't know, these people got very, very upset, and they said that we didn't do anything. I never said that we did do anything. I said that we went there, we took pictures of the situation that we were called on, we told the owner either to clean it up or sign the animals over to us if there's going to be a problem, and the owner and a group cleaned it up, and we're going to continuously watch to make sure the situation is fixed. And we went back, and I went back last Sunday and took pictures, and the dogs aren't there. It seems like the dogs are in the backyard, or the owner has moved the dogs out of that bad situation. So either way, the dogs are no longer in that situation. There's only so much a rescue group can do. Yeah. But Rescue Inc. isn't a regular rescue group. You know what I mean? Not. We deal with things on a different level in different situations. Our toolbox has a lot more tools in it than a lot of other people's toolboxes. Rescuing has friends in all sorts of places. In the building departments, in the health departments, in the fire departments, in SPCA, Humane Society. Rescuing has many, many tools in its toolbox that it uses on a daily basis to get animals, children, and women out of abusive situations. Why do we have such a large toolbox? Is because we work well with other rescue groups and other agencies. Absolutely. A lot of these people don't work well with other agencies.
Well, it's always good.
There's a lot of different cases that are going on that Rescuing is a part of, but we don't let everybody know that we're involved in the case because a lot of times we feel that it would take away from prosecuting the case. There's prosecution cases that are getting prosecuted right now in different states that we ask, would it be better for us to show up at the court or not better for us to show up at court? And, a lot of times they say, if you guys show up here, it might taint the jury and there might be grounds for a mistrial, so, we'll let you know. Look, okay, no problem. We don't have a problem with that.
No, absolutely. You help where you know you can and where you're wanted. You don't just you're not just gonna play cavalry and just go anywhere. You go where you're needed, and you go where also you're wanted.
Correct. And people have to understand. They're like, I get calls like, do your job. I'm like, this isn't my job. I don't get paid for this. I'm a volunteer. Just like you're a volunteer somewhere else, I'm a volunteer here. Me and Johnny are all volunteers. We put our own money into this. We don't take a salary.
Yeah.
There is no money to take a salary.
Your salary at the end of it, your salary is knowing that you guys did good, that you rectified a situation.
We don't care what anybody thinks. That's the thing. We don't care.
And that's the way it should be. That's why it should be. Because if you spend too much time caring, then then it's gonna cloud the mind.
I'm looking at my emails right now. I have 2,418 emails to go through.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me tell you this.
You know what I mean? It's daunting, and we try to go through it as fast as possible. We have meetings every Monday night, and we tell people to call in on Monday night. We have our 1-855-772-8465 number that anybody can call to. It's toll free. You get us on the phone. The only reason why you would get an answering machine is because we're on the other phone with somebody else trying to help them out. Call a rescue group right now. Call 10 rescue groups. I bet you get probably 7 answering machines out of 10.
Exactly.
I got one rescue group. The people from that place, I don't even want to mention the area that it's from. You know, they volunteer at their rescue groups and they do whatever they do. Call the places they volunteer at. You're going to get an answering machine. They're telling us we're horrible people. Why are we horrible? What have we done to be horrible? They say we're frauds. What have we done to defraud anybody? What have we lied about? We've lied about nothing. We got called on a case. We went there. We took pictures. We reported to the people that called us on Facebook. We put it on Facebook and told them, this is the situation. This is what's going on. This is what the owner said he's going to do. We will be back, and we will let you know what's going on. We went back there, took pictures. This is what the owner did with a group, never said a rescue group or anything, with a group, and they've cleaned up. We will continue to monitor the situation. However, the food that's being doled out by the garbage can is still unacceptable. We told the guy, we will put concrete in for you. We will put a drain in for you. We will give you food for a year. We will give you elevated food bowls. These are the things that have to be fixed. Period. Yeah. End of story. And you want to know something? If Rescue Inc. didn't go there, the owner stated that he's been working with this group for a long time with these dogs. If Rescue Inc. didn't go there and didn't bring this to light and didn't let everyone know about this, there wouldn't have been a pressure applied to this owner and this group to rectify the situation. These dogs would still be living like that. That is what I believe. That is my assumption of the situation. That's what I believe to be true.
Sometimes people
I believe that those animals would still be living in the filth and the muck and the urine and the feces, eating their food out of urine and feces if Rescue Inc. didn't take pictures and didn't report about it.
It's because, you know what, if you guys didn't step in, absolutely. And it's just that I think some people, you know, they need that incentive to actually do something.
And the reason why these people are so angry is because they were caught.
Exactly.
Somebody took pictures and were caught and said, this is what is going on at this address that we were called at. And these are the players involved at this address in this situation. This is the thing. Clean it up or sign the dogs over to us. This is unacceptable. Period.
Absolutely.
That was our message. Period. It's unacceptable. Now they badmouth the ASPCA every chance they get. The ASPCA was back at that property multiple times. The ASPCA is back on other properties multiple times. We've gotten calls where a dog down the block is supposed to be emaciated and had a collar left out 24 hours a day. We went there. The dog was inside. The guy brought the dog downstairs, put the dog on a chain, and opened the door. I said, "How you doing? I'm Joe Panz from Rescue Inc. I'm here we're an animal welfare organization. I'm here on a case due to the fact that people are complaining about the dog that's left outside, emaciated, with an embedded collar, 24 hours, and living in a smoke in the backyard." He goes, I said, "I need to see the dog." He goes, "This is the dog." No, the dog that's outside 24 hours a day. He goes, no, this is the dog. It's not out 24 hours a day. I put him inside all the time. But sometimes I leave him outside, because he wants to be outside. And I put him on a chain. I said, "Well, why is the dog on a chain right now?" He goes, "Because if I leave him upstairs, when I come downstairs, he wants to come downstairs and he scratches the crap out of the door and he destroys my door. So I get up and bring him downstairs. And the reason why I put him on the chain down here is because you saw when I opened the door took off." He goes, "I'm sick and tired of chasing after the dog for 2 blocks every single time I open the door." He's very, very active. I'm like, "Yeah, I understand." He goes, "And then when you leave, I'll take the dog off the chain and bring him upstairs." I said, "Well, you don't leave the dog down here?" He goes, "No." He goes, "Look around. It's a 4x4 area. Not even 4x4, like 3.5 by 2.5. And the stairs, going upstairs." He goes, "If I leave the dog down here, there'd be piss and shit everywhere. There's no piss. Does it smell in here?" And no. He goes, "All right, so I don't leave the dog down here." I said, "Do you mind if I take pictures of the animal?" He goes, "Go ahead." So I took pictures of the animal. The animal said, "I'm playing with the animal now. I'm playing with him. 10 minutes, I'm playing with him." The dog doesn't seem upset, doesn't seem aggravated at all, doesn't seem aggressive. I take pictures. The dog doesn't seem emaciated at all. The dog's in good shape. The dog's very active. I take a picture of the collar. The collar is not embedded in the dog's neck. And I asked the guy said, is this the collar? No, the ASPCA gave us the collar. Oh, the ASPCA was here? Yes, they were here. And they interviewed? Yes. And what do you tell them? Well, I told them the same thing I tell you. Okay. Do you have food for the animal? Yes, I do. Where is it? It's at the top of the stairs. I see the dog at the top of the stairs. 50-pound bag of dog food. So you mind if I take a picture of that? No. Yeah. Okay. If you have any problems, here's my card. If you need any training, if you need any vets, if you need any food, if you need anything for this dog, please don't hesitate to call me. He goes, I don't need anything, Joe. But if I do, I'll call you. Okay. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that I got calls from Georgia on this case. So I posted the pictures. This is the case with the dog that's supposed to lift out 24 hours a day. He wasn't left outside 24 hours a day. ASPCA was there before us. They interviewed the guy. They came up with the same assumption. The dog is not emaciated. Here's a picture of the dog. The collar's not embedded. Here's a picture of the collar.
Mm-hmm.
Is there debris outside? Yes, there's debris outside. But the owner said the dog's not tied up to 24 hours a day. And when we went there, the dog was not outside. We will go back and check on this. Somebody said, when are you going to go back? If I tell everybody when we're going to go back, it wouldn't be a surprise as it wouldn't. It's the rocket scientist.
Exactly.
We went back there the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning. Because if you're going to leave the dog outside all night, you're not going to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and bring him inside, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go hear the dog walking upstairs. Guy comes upstairs, he's like, Jesus. You know what time it is? I said, yep. I said, can I see the dog? He goes, he's right here. It's unchained. I'm like, is the dog okay? Yep. Did you put the dog outside? No, the dog wasn't outside today yet. Dog outside last night. Nope. He was upstairs all day. Okay. If you need anything, yes. If you need anything, call you by. I have your card right here. His car was in the door. Can you inside the door? Yeah. Here's your card. I know. If I need anything, call you. And I got another card. ASPCA. If I need them, I'll call them too.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. That was it. The dog is not emaciated. The dog is not left outside 24 hours a day. The dog has food. The dog's not left on a chain all the time.
Yeah.
The collar's not embedded in the dog's neck. Every single thing these people reported on turned out not to be the case. What do you want me to do? The dog doesn't look happy in the picture. The dog was playing for a while. Look, he looks great. He looks very happy. The dog looks confused because we keep on telling him to sit, and he keeps on, he sits down for a second, and I walk away, I take a picture, he runs after me, because the dog, I'm saying, sit, and then I take a picture. Well, that's a picture taken in a moment, you know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily mean the dog's sad or anything like that.
No, I mean, it's like, what do they expect? Do they expect, to see a frown?
I don't know what they expect. I know what I can do. I can go there and I can report on what I see. That's what I can do.
Absolutely.
And I will go there unannounced at a time that nobody would expect me to go. I'm not going to go 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You know
I'm going to go
what
6
you're
o'clock
doing.
in the morning. I'm going to go at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? I'm going to go out of my way to make sure I catch the person off guard. And then I'm going to find out what the problem is, and I'll fix the problem. I'm not going to sit there, yell and scream, and do what other people say they do. This one person turns around and says, I'm going to go make them an offer they can't refuse. I'm like, what does that mean?
It doesn't work.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to revoke your Blockbuster video card. Because nobody even speaks like that. Who speaks like that? That's from a movie. Do you understand that's from a movie? Because if you walked up to my house and you turned around and said, listen, Joe, I want you to do this. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Well, I consider that a threat. So I'm going to tell you, get the hell out of here. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. There's a time to be serious and there's a time for joking. And when it comes down to this kind of stuff... I don't think the lady was joking, but... No, and the thing is that when it comes down to the, this kind of stuff, there's no joking. There's no room for jokes. Because it's serious matters that you guys deal with. And, it's actually, in my neighborhood... there are times where I'm very skeptical about people, especially in the neighborhood that I'm at, when I see young guys walking their dogs and they have like the huge chains around the neck with, a padlock on it. It's like, okay, I don't know what's possibly going on here. I don't know if it's, this guy's putting this on his dog for a fashion statement, or if there's another agenda going
There
on.
was this vet. We took a picture of this vet's dog. Right? The vet was the vet of the year from a whole bunch of things that, I don't know, they voted on in this one particular vet. That voted the vet of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And the vet does all really hard, difficult surgeries. And if you're a rescue person and you go to this vet and you can't afford for the surgery, you have to volunteer for a rescue group and work off the time that he spent in money.
Mm-hmm.
So this vet is like a godsend.
Mm-hmm.
So we take a picture of the dog. When the dog's one of these dogs that the vet rescued, the dog was, in horrendous condition. He was emaciated, hadn't got a collar, matted, stunk, feces all over it, maggots, everything. The dog was in horrendous shape. So the vet brought the dog back in the brink. So what the vet does is the vet, dyes the dog purple, yellow, blue, all these colors like a rainbow. And the dog loves it. He's one of those poofy dogs, one of those,
poodles?
Big. He's a very large dog, but he has like a poof head,
Like a poodle, almost?
Big poodle. Yeah, big poodle. Exactly. That's what it is. And the dog loves it. He loves to be groomed. I see him groom the dog. The dog sits there like, brush me,
Yeah.
Dog loves the attention. So I post a picture and I explain exactly who the dog is and what the vet does. And if you need any vet assistance with surgeries and everything like that, this is the vet to go to. Everybody looked at the dog and said, that's terrible animal abuse. They freaked out. They just freaked out.
Yeah.
And then when we said, don't look at the picture without reading the article first. And then some people read the article and were like, oh my God, we apologize. We thought this was somebody just abusing an animal. Animals don't like this. I'm like, well, some animals don't and some animals do. I don't know. I'm just showing you this vet and what this vet does and this is the vet's dog and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go paint your animal or anything like that. You could take from it whatever you feel, but I'm invoking a response from you, and hopefully you will be smart enough to read the article and find out that this vet is donating her time to do surgeries that other vets will charge you $15,000, $20,000 for your rescue animals, so you can adopt them outside the bones. And if you can't afford to pay for it, you can work off your money that you owe the vet through volunteering for another rescue.
Well, it's very...
I would let this vet buy my hair if she would do that for me. And these people just, not these, I don't like to say these people, some people just have to argue. That's their point in life. They have to argue. And that's what hurts the rescue effort in the rescue community. Some people should be seen, and seen for what they are. They have their own agenda. They have their own reasons for doing it.
Yeah.
And people should ask. Like when somebody turns around and badmouths us, they should not say, well, why do you feel that way? What did they do to make you respond this way?
No, absolutely.
And maybe you can find out that, well, they came to my house and my dogs got taken away. Well, why did your dogs get taken? Well, I had 15 dogs and I kept them in my car. Kept them in the car? What? They were fine in the car. I let them out once a day. Well, now I know you're a nut. The reason why you don't like them is because they got the dogs taken away because you kept them in your car when it was 85 degrees in the summer. Things like that, Those people don't like us. I understand why they don't. I do understand.
Well, it's them throwing a temper tantrum because they got caught. And, being embarrassed is understandable, but you have to understand, what did you do to get caught? What did you do to get punished?
Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a reason for having that opinion. And everybody has their motives.
Yeah.
So before you believe something somebody's saying, do your due diligence and find out why they're saying it. And a lot of times you'll realize that, they're not genuine.
Yeah. Well,
that's it.
Exactly.
Anything else you want to know?
No, actually, No, you pretty much have said everything that I feel people
I don't
should
have a
really.
script, and I don't gotta know the
Of course
questions that
not.
you're gonna ask beforehand. I don't need anything like that. I'm a straight shooter. Me and Johnny O, we're all straight shooters. You ask us a question, we'll give you an answer, and you can ask us anything.
Well, that's
You know, we
again.
actually do this, so it's different.
Well, that's exactly what I said before. Let me reiterate. That's exactly what I like about you guys. You're no nonsense. Whatever it is that you want to ask, you guys don't hold back with anything. That's what it is, and that's what you guys are. And I really appreciate you taking this time to speak with me, and with definitely shedding a huge light on this subject. And Lord knows I wish you guys the best of luck with everything that you do. God bless you. Lord knows I'm going to try to make that car show, because I am a bit of a car nut myself also, and I really, I look forward to possibly seeing you guys in person and just giving you guys a huge hug for what it is that you guys do, because I know that with everything you guys see, I don't know if I could deal with it myself. And so, if anything, thank you once again.
I appreciate that.
And have a great day, and I'll definitely email you the link so that you can listen to this again. And be sure to tell the guys that Brooklyn loves you guys. Well, take care, Joe. Bye-bye.